what you need tonight. A little something to whet your appetite, and it's gonna make you feel alright. Sweet Gravy and Carmen Kirk, check them out as they go to work. Congratulations on your new podcast. Now open up a can of whoop ass and blast, blast, blast. This is Angelo, and I hope you like this show. Wow. Wow, yeah.
Ooh, and welcome back to another of... Ooh, and welcome back to another episode of Greet Swavey. How you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm good. We've been topsy-turvy lately. We're both on different schedules, you know.
We're on the same schedule.
Well, we're on the same schedule.
Yeah.
So it's different.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Is what I mean.
Definitely different.
We're on the same schedule, which is different.
Yeah.
We both are working days.
Yeah.
We both get to spend, so many evenings together, which gives me the opportunity to, let's say, cook for myself less, right?
Yeah.
And the last time I was able to cook a meal for myself,
Mm-hmm.
I made this beautiful chicken, mac, and grilled cheese sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I called it.
Yeah.
Because it had chicken in it and mac and cheese, and it was a grilled cheese.
Yeah, he just took the leftovers and put it on the sandwich.
No, don't dumb it down. It was a chicken, mac and cheese grilled sandwich. No, sorry. I said it wrong. A chicken, mac, and grilled cheese sandwich.
Sure.
Yeah, right? Oh, man. I tell you.
You can cook for yourself. I won't cook for your ass.
The creativity that came out of this house that day. I sent you pictures. I sent you a step-by-step tutorial of how to make this for yourself, Carmen.
Oh, that's...
And what did you do?
I showed one of the girls that I work with.
You showed one of the girls that you work with, and she said what?
You might have to start calling him chef.
You might have to start
She's
calling
like, that actually looks
him
fucking
chef.
bomb.
It looks bomb. Bumba. It looks
I think
bumba.
I think people who cook for a living, typically they go home and sometimes they make nice things, but the typical cook that cook for a living probably eat simple shit when they go home just because you've been doing it all day. So.
You know, the old saying is that the cook eats ramen at home and the plumber's got a broken toilet.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
mm-hmm.
and the electrician can't find a power strip.
Mm-hmm.
Or something. I don't know. I'm sure there's something for the electrician. I just know that the plumber's got a broken toilet, which I don't know how a man can live with a broken toilet, but that's just what they say.
Well, Kirk, you a little bougie, so I don't think you understand that people live way worse than we do. We do all right for ourselves.
You saying I'm bougie?
Comparatively to other people. I got friends that toilet, and when I used to be in a neighborhood and I would go over to, like, once we moved out the neighborhood and I would go back to hang out with all my friends,
mm-hmm.
I had spots around our neighborhood where, like, got to go here to use the bathroom. Okay, this house or this. Like, I got to go
mm-hmm.
to this person's house because this person's toilet broke.
Mm-hmm.
That's a normal thing.
Okay.
And they have children and they toilet broke.
Diapers?
I don't know. The toilet shouldn't be broke. How are you living like that every day? Like with your toilet, where you gotta take the top off of it and like put the chain on every single time. So like as a guest, if I gotta use the bathroom or pee 100 times because we're drinking, I gotta take the top of the toilet off and connect the chain to flush every single time.
Well, there's ways to.
No, I'm not fixing their toilet.
No, you don't have to fix it, but they could fix it, especially in today's world where there's
That's
everything.
just not a thing.
But everything's on YouTube, so you can actually learn how to fix the chain on the toilet without fixing the chain on the toilet.
Yeah, but no one, that's the thing. Everyone's going. They got so many things going on. The last thing that they're paying attention to is something like that. They're like, I could just take the top off and then pull
but
the
then-
little chain up
But
and
then
fix it.
think about you going. I could take that one, 5-minute step rather than taking that 30 seconds to take the thing off the thing and then the thing. And your hand gets wet and then you got to put it back
Yeah,
in.
but we dirty
you know?
Americans, Kirk. It's a bunch of dirty
I'm just
Americans.
saying, you can go to go, but you can also just do it one time and then save yourself all those trips.
Mm-hmm.
You're actually saving time. I think that sometimes you think of the immediate things, and I think of like the long-term things.
Well, my toilet ain't broke.
That's
The
true.
fuck you mean? I'm not gonna be living like that, but I'm saying it is a thing.
Mm-hmm.
People do live like that. Especially when you in neighborhoods that's a little more poverty induced. Even if you live in okay, but you still in the hood.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those are things that you're not gonna worry about first.
Right.
Is it stupid? Yeah, you should want to live good. But I guarantee you, not many people are sleeping with $400 comforters.
Well, the whole set it wasn't 400. It was closer to 3, right?
No, it's 400. Yeah.
Mm.
And
Hey.
we got a bill for it
Man,
on top of that.
because of the dry cleaning, not the dry cleaning.
Because the comforter is too large to fit in a normal washer, so you have to use the industrial one at the laundromat.
we were talking to a friendly couple at the Snug about how lucky we are that we live here and we have a washer dryer
yeah.
unit in our house. And then I was explaining that when we have to wash our comforter, I went out and it was like $25 just for a single wash because I had to use the industrial size,
Yeah.
washer
Pay for
dryer.
drying and
Yeah.
all that.
And so it was $6 to dry. It was 25 was a bit much, but it was $16
Yeah.
total, right? And it's like, wow, that's a lot, and it is a lot.
It is, but then I also talk to people here who have to wash and dry.
And they do it
because
every day.
They do it daily. And they're like, we pay a lot of money to keep up on washing clothes and drying clothes. Like, it's
Right.
a whole fucking bill. And you'll notice, especially working, I won't say the kitchen specifically. I'm sure it applies to everybody else that work in different professions, but people stink
Yeah,
because they only wash their clothes a couple times a week. They're they're not wearing clean clothes every day because it's a whole bill to wash.
yeah.
I worked at a place when I worked in Marina, California. What was it? The Saltwood.
Saltwood.
It was people washing their clothes in the dishwasher, their uniforms.
No, I was about to ask. That was going to be the next thing.
Yeah,
if we didn't have a washer and dryer, we got a washing machine that washes dishes, but we've never used it before.
No, there's no fucking way.
Would you maybe put something in there?
No, they were reckless. They would straight throw their shit through the dishwasher and wash it. And
At
then,
work?
Yeah, at work.
Or the one right there?
No, at work.
Oh, okay.
The industrial dishwasher at work, they would come in and wash their clothes there.
And then you got the dry, the Sani dry on you, and it's just bleeding into your skin.
And then they would just hang it up outside or something in the area where the employees would be, and then they take them down at the end of work. And it's like, you are that desperate to
Gotta get clean.
because everyone's saying you stink at work, and like you're coming in 30 minutes earlier than everyone else to wash your clothes in a fucking dishwasher. That's outrageous.
I don't know. Makes sense to me.
I worked with a kid who literally the reason he got fired is because he washed his bandana at the job and then he hung it up to dry over the grill. And the girl was like, "You can't do that." And he was pissed. Like, bitch, you always trying to tell people like, I need to wash this thing.
You can't tell me I can't.
I need it to be
Wash my
clean. I needed
bandeezy?
I needed to dry it here, and it's like, that is ridiculous. And they got into a whole fight over it. He ended up getting fired over it because again, washing and drying is a whole bill right now. And the next place we live, we're gonna have washer and dryer. That's a priority. That's one of the stipulations. Whenever I live anywhere, any apartment, I want a door to the outside and a washer and dryer.
You must have a door to the outside.
Door to the outside.
That means open air. So no.
I want to walk out the
you don't
door
want to live in
into
a
outside.
skyscraper.
No, I don't want to live in a no, because that's where the bugs come.
Yeah.
I want to live in a place where I open my door and it's outside. I don't want to live in a place where I open my door into a hallway.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, I hate that. And I've been lucky so far to find places to where that's I've never had to live in a different situation.
I lived in an apartment building in Louisville, and they wouldn't give me my deposit back because they said that my apartment smelled funny. But the whole building smelled funny, and it was one of those places like you're talking about where you step outside and you're in a hallway.
Yeah.
You know? And like the whole building just stank. Oh man, it was so bad. And sometimes we had a trash chute.
Mm-hmm.
But the trash chute was only big enough to put like a grocery store bag down it. So people would put their big ass bags in there, and it would jam it up, and then it would go up the entire chute, you know, and then
That's
it would just
horrible.
like it would just stink up the hallway. And I was on the 5th floor, and sometimes, you know, but if it's the person on the 4th floor, then it's jammed up from there, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, sometimes I'd be like, I got to get my trash out of here, and then I would go down and down and down and see if it was, you know, which one was clogged, and then I could throw it up. But
Well,
I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I went up. Sometimes I went up the chute because it was all jammed up all the way from the bottom.
So you go up and
so I
drop
went
it
up and put it in there.
Yeah,
Oh
do what you
man,
gotta do.
yeah.
Just know that when we leave here, we're definitely upgrading because that's what you need to do. One, like especially at our age, once you move into a new place, you're not gonna go to a place that's worse than where you were.
Well,
Like,
you don't
what's
know where you're gonna go.
That's true, but I'm not. No, I'm gonna check it out before I move in there, and I ain't going in there.
Well, I mean, you know, there's cost of living wherever you go.
True.
You know,
There's
so
bugs.
you don't know what you're gonna get yourself
Nope.
into until you get there. You really don't know what's going on until you're in a place and you've been there at night.
Oh no, that's true.
So
You get a surprise and a roach pop out on
Yeah.
your ass. Nope, we have our own furniture. We don't need it to be furnished already. None of that shit. That shit needs to all be
that's
out of
where
there.
the bugs come.
Yeah, clear apartment, and then I always check all the reviews, and then I ask neighbors like, "Yo, y'all got bugs in here?
Mm-hmm.
Tell me the truth."
Tell me. The
Like
truth.
I do research, Kirk, because I can't live like that.
We were watching Hell's Kitchen last night,
Mm-hmm.
and Gordon Ramsay, he walked into the restaurant, and it was the second day he was there. It was the day he was going to help them, right?
Yeah, it was it's
Because he shows up and then
blackberries.
yeah, blackberries. He shows up and like the show goes, he shows up and then he talks to the people. He's like, "Hey, what's going on?"
He had them cook him food, and
Yeah,
then
and then
he
he-
watched them work for that night, and then the next day he come in with the solutions.
He comes in with the solutions, and then he walked in the door, and there was a mouse, a dead mouse, you know, just sitting at the front of the door, at the front door, as he walked in. I'm watching it. It looks suspect, right?
Yeah.
And then, you know, the guy that like runs the place, he's like, "No, you planted that mouse there." And then
But that was the owner's boy toy though.
uh-huh.
So he biased.
And he's like, "No, that's not. You put that mouse there."
He said you put that vermin there. I don't like the word vermin.
And then
oh my god.
and then Gordon Ramsay goes to the other staff. He's like, "You ever see a mouse here? You ever see a mouse here?" And they're all like, "No." And then as he walked away, one of the guys, and they have it on camera, he's like, "Other than that one underneath the fryer we found a couple months ago, well, maybe a year ago."
I don't know, maybe a month back. And then the other guy was like, "It can happen. We mouse infested all over this
Yeah, he
place.
said
It can
the
happen
whole
like you
time, yeah.
like you trying to act like we don't got mice, and you know we didn't see many mice here."
Well, he was saying, well, that building's got mice, that building's got mice. Well, it's like, so the chicken place that we live by, I was walking across the street, and there is a mouse.
Oh, I seen one twice already, and I fucking every time I walk past, I be looking.
Right.
They be coming out at night though. They don't come out in the daytime.
That doesn't mean that the chicken place is infested with mice.
No, fuck that. It wasn't no mice there when it wasn't a chicken place.
Not that we saw.
I don't go there no more.
We haven't been there for a while.
I know. After the second mouse, nope, done. Y'all got mices.
No, I don't think so. I think that it's just because you can't. It's the city. There's mice everywhere.
Yeah,
That's how
but there
it
was
is.
no mouses in there before they moved in, and I grew up. Okay, well they got mouses.
Okay.
running out the damn shop.
Well, I saw the mice going towards the shop.
I saw 2 running out.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe the housing wasn't good in the place.
And then that kid was like, "Are you okay? What are you looking at?" I'm like, "They're the mouse right there." And he's like, "Are you sure? Are you tripping?" "No, bitch. I saw a mouse. Why are you not looking?"
Right.
Like, I'm looking at him like he dirty. Like, you do be stinking at work, so he don't got no problem with the mice. I freak out everywhere over bugs and like little animals and things like that.
A little fly will maybe like buzz past your face and you'll be like, "Oh," and then you run away and everybody's like, "What's going on with her?" I was like, "I don't know, she's crazy."
Oh, I came in here today and there was a big ass fly in here. And I was on the phone with my friend and it took me forever to kill this fly and I got his fucking ass.
And how'd you kill him? What did you spray him with?
I didn't. I threw your shoe at it.
Okay.
And then he fell.
What
and
Carmen
then I picked it
typically
up.
likes to do is take any sort of spray that is around.
The spray was coming next.
It could be Windex. It could be 409.
Oven cleaner. I don't give a fuck.
She doesn't care. She's going to spray it. Like, what makes you think
Kurt gets mad.
Because she
He's like,
sprays it on my things.
well, I'm spraying it at the fly.
I know, but it trails. Carmen.
Yeah, but I don't understand why you are not trying to get rid of it as much as I am.
I can get rid of the fly.
It take you forever to kill a fly. I kill a fly easily.
Okay.
You take forever.
You don't know what I do.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
You're funny.
There's a new show on the Netflix that we just watched. I watched the whole thing. It's called Fresh, Fried, and Crispy.
You finished the whole show?
Well, it's only like 8 episodes or something.
Yeah.
And it's about this it's a food show. It's like a traveling show. It's kind of like a diners, drive-ins, and dives. Only it's hosted by this YouTube man. His name is Dame Drops.
Dame Drops.
Yeah, his name is Dame Drops. And he got big. His YouTube. He's a fast food critic, right? So he got big off of talking about Five Guys.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah. I believe that's what he said. He said that he did this Five Guys interview, and then it's this Five Guys review, and he put so much work into it, and then he just exploded after that, right? And he rhymes words. He's like, "Oh," and then it hits you with the spice so nice, and just different the crunch that make you wanna munch, just he says rhymes like that, but he uses it all the time. Probably really good for YouTube, but once you watch him on a Netflix show,
it's too much. I can't.
And you realize that people, the levels of people that said yes to this guy, they said yes.
What, as far as him
being in the show to begin with? Right. First, we need to get the show where this guy travels around. Was it a show? You don't know. Was it a show?
They saw him and how much traction he was getting on the internet, and they said, "Let's make a show around him." I think it probably they already had him in mind. I don't know if he necessarily pitched it for that. I think he was somebody who was getting a bunch of views. Would it be surprising if Badland Chuggs?
Well, that's what we were going to go to next.
Right. But I'm saying, would that surprise you?
Yes, because Badlands Chuggs is a guy who is also on YouTube. And what this man does is he chugs things. He chugs sodas.
We've talked about
He chugs waters. He chugs Gatorades.
He chugs salsa. Everything.
He chugs ocean water one time. He chugs whatever.
He'll take like 2 24-ounce sodas, or
and drink it at the same time.
Yeah,
right.
He chugs a lot of liquid at one, or he'll take a gallon of water or a gallon of fucking Sprite, which a gallon of Sprite is gonna kill you.
And then he looks at the camera and he goes, "Brrr," and he burps, for them.
Yeah, he's comical.
And he's like, I seal it off with a burp. He says, well. they're in a couple videos together, and you can tell that whenever they made these 2 videos, that they made them on the same day. They're in cars on both the videos, right? But they're in the same shirts, and one dude's in the driving in the one video, and the other dude's driving in the other video, right?
But they got the same clothes on.
But they have the same clothes on. So, the Badlands Chuggs of those 2 videos has over 500,000 more hits than the Dame drops.
Yeah, because Badlands Chuggs is a bigger draw.
But on YouTube.
Right,
But
and I don't think that
he can't make it because nobody's gonna watch a Netflix show where Badlands chugs things because you watch it for free on YouTube.
True. I mean, if you could, chugging things is a niche audience, I would say, but people are interested in seeing if what he's gonna do. I guess I think it's another thing to that. Like, we have a bunch of food shows, but to watch a man who is obviously extremely overweight doing those types of things, it's like you're watching someone kill themselves on YouTube. You're watching him kill himself. There's no fucking way you can keep chugging shit like that and not something's gonna happen. There's no way.
No,
what? You don't think so?
no, there's no way that. Yeah, he's gonna.
There's no if you actually paid attention to him and how many people watch him do this stuff.
Yeah,
he pours things in his big ass boot. He just be drinking.
I saw there was one.
He's gonna kill himself.
There was one. He did 3 boots, which is 2.5 liters. He did 3 boots of 3 different flavors of Mountain Dew Baja Blast.
That's how crazy that is. Like, think about the average person who.
No, I get it.
Because he would have to be drinking soda on the days that he don't record in order to be able to do that.
Just to be able to do it.
Right.
And he looks like he does.
Exactly.
He looks like he does drink soda on the days he doesn't. But I imagine he puts out a new video every couple days.
He gonna lose a foot.
Maybe. But the thing is, nobody's gonna. There's the first person that goes to Netflix and is like, Badlands Chuggs, they're gonna say no.
They're gonna say it's so unhealthy to watch. Like, when I first started watching it, it's interesting to watch it, but the entire time, even from the first video I watched, I'm like, that is so fucking unhealthy.
Right. Whereas
with food, people eat food. It's a thing.
You gotta eat.
You gotta eat. Everyone eats. Not everyone chugs liters and liters of soda like that. So that's why it's like he's kind of a turnoff to. And especially, you gotta remember, right now, our country is moving towards healthier options. Like, you see it more and more. You see more vegan places popping up. You see more people eating vegetarian and all that stuff. So, yeah, he definitely has a large audience. But to put it on Netflix, I don't know how much he would attract on Netflix if they made a show around him chugging stuff.
Faygo, he drank the 3 liters of Faygo fireworks soda.
I gotta get some of that.
That Faygo, that is vegan. Vegetarian, it's vegan. Both, different levels of the same thing.
Yeah, whatever.
It fits into those kind. Maybe not keto, but
No, I got a lot going on though. I'm just saying it's unhealthy, and I think that's the number one thing that the networks will probably look at. Think about who's on a board at Netflix approving things. Mm-hmm. Probably some white girls, probably some skinny white girls, some skinny white guys. I'm not saying all of them, but I would assume that it's probably a little bit of that going on. And they're like, no, he's killing himself.
We don't want it.
It's unhealthy. It's too much. Mm-hmm. So, nope. No to Badlands Chuggs.
No to the Badlands Chuggs.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But Dame drops, he gets a yes. But I'll tell you what, if they try to come up with another one, he getting a no, I'm saying, we sent you out with the crew, and you're supposed to... He basically just because I'm watching this man...
he's entertaining, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, but he just says the same thing. He doesn't really know what he's talking about, right?
No, he's just a big man eating food.
He's just a big man eating food. Yeah. Yeah.
But he's kind of catchy, and he's enthusiastic, and so he has something to him. Badlands Chuggs is just fucking disgusting to watch sometimes.
It's just gross.
Yeah, it's gross. He's interesting, but gross at the same time.
Right.
So it's a kind of a turn off, but it's okay. So I don't have to wear a mask at work anymore.
Oh, you are no mask gang, huh?
I came in today and I had this black mask on that I got from the front desk because they're like, we don't have any more paper masks. And I was like, you got a black one? They were like, yeah. So I'm wearing it and my ears are small and my nose is small. So the mask falls off constantly. It was irritating. It kept falling off and I'm like, fuck. And then I happen to look around and I noticed, I'm like, why is no one else wearing a mask? I'm like, hey, why y'all not wearing masks? He was like, oh yeah, Wednesday they decided we don't have to wear them no more. I'm like, God damn it. I was here for 30 minutes and you didn't tell me for 30 minutes.
Because you were off on Wednesday.
Right. So no more masks. So I didn't have to wear masks today at work and it felt great to go back to normal and not have that thing on my face. It was, I wore the mask for about 30 minutes before I figured out no one else was wearing theirs. And I was like, what is happening?
Right.
So I'm excited about it. Really excited. No more masks.
Congratulations.
Oh I know.
You made it.
How much time before you think we have to wear masks?
I don't know.
Hopefully not. Hopefully we passed all of this.
You would like to think that once we got them off, they couldn't make us put it back on, but they had us wear them for so long. So, I mean, it's only a matter of time.
I mean,
right?
And it could spike again or something could happen. It's one of those things where I think that now after the pandemic and people are looking at the economy and how much money went out and how much shit is about to go up, how unemployment and the employment situation is fucked up, it's like, we just gonna have to all get sick, y'all. But we can't go back to what we did.
Can't do it again.
There's no way.
We had one. We'll give you the one, right?
There's no way they can keep shoving out money like that without inflation and all this stuff like hitting the ultimate high. Like we're gonna be paying $10 for gas in a minute. We go back into quarantine, like gas $20 a gallon.
I don't know if people will do it.
I don't think people will either at this point. Yeah, I don't think people will either. I think you 100% right. Either way, I'm happy to get some relief. The mask was annoying. It was making me break out. So I'm pretty happy about that.
Yeah, I dig not wearing a mask anymore. And, I mean, it is kind of strange. Like I see people with it and I'm like, well, should I? And I'm like, no. Maine, where we live, is a pretty safe place anyway. We had pretty low numbers the whole time. It's kind of like,
people here follow the rules. So, like, they did a good job on keeping things low.
So when it was time to say, let the people free,
yeah, people
we
felt
were allowed
comfortable
to.
with it. Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's kind of like, I feel fine not wearing a mask, and I'm happy that I don't have to wear it. But
definitely. So Alex Jones was on Flagrant 2 again.
Oh, really? Last time he was on there, he got Alex Jones. He's a host of a show. Is it a TV show?
I'm not sure what Alex Jones actually does. I just know that he's
thing called InfoWars, where like he's heavy like into like conspiracy theories and stuff, and
he knows a lot of inside information that
and he
people
talks
don't,
like this, and he like,
but he does know a lot of things that people don't want out. That's why they keep on shutting the shows down.
And he was on the Flagrant 2, which is a podcast with a guy named, what's his name?
Andrew Schultz and Akash Singh. Flagrant 2 podcast.
And they last time he was on, he got really, really drunk. And
he was telling some secrets that he shouldn't have been, some government secrets that he was privy to that he shouldn't have been talking about.
And then they took the episode down.
They erased that shit from everywhere.
They took it all down.
It's like he
telling
too many things.
Like he had the Oshkosh is his name. He like made him like sit on his lap.
He was out of control.
And like that's like the only clip that you can like still find on the internet, I think.
Yeah. I mean, I have the audio from the that I saved to my phone from the Audible. Or from Google Podcast.
Right.
But other than that, like you can't find a video or anything.
You can't stream it anymore.
Right. So they decided to have him on again. And it was even wilder this time. But one of the questions they asked him, and I'm bringing this up because we talked about the whole mask thing, so it kind of sparked it. But they said, how long do you think Joe Biden gonna hold up in office? And he was like, I don't know. And they were like, why do you think that they picked Kamala Harris to be vice president? And he was like, you know what? Kamala Harris was the least popular politician ever. She had like a 0.5% of people who came out for her. And that was the lowest number. She was the lowest rated politician out of every single one that ran. So why did they pick her? And they were like, well, Joe Biden a little bit racist. So they probably put Kamala Harris in there to like kind of offset that the same way they did Joe Biden with Obama.
Right.
So I'm like, this episode gonna get pulled down too. You better shut the fuck up.
Well, I mean, that people have been saying that since it was announced that she was going to be his running mate. Like that's not new news.
I don't think, and that's what he was saying. He was like, black people didn't go out for Kamala Harris. It's like a lot of people didn't go out for her. She had a 0.5 percentage,
Right.
like a rating. So I don't know. I don't think she that pretty. Just gonna say that.
Okay. She's not pretty.
Yeah, she's weird looking, but I don't know. I haven't been following since he's been in office. I mean, we watched a couple of silly videos of him falling down and stuff like that. But people are pretty much like, he is not even there in the head. Like, somebody needs to, like, check him out to see if he mentally, like, okay. I don't know. I feel like I stopped watching for a while. When Trump was in office, everybody was paying attention so much, like watching every little thing that happened. It was like memes everywhere and like
Because it was a circus.
It was a circus. Now you don't hear nothing, not much
Back
about
to
politics.
the usual.
Back to the usual.
Like, what's going on now? What you do see is what they do want to show whenever, he does trip 3 times going up the stairs. Because
that shit's
Air
funny.
Force One.
It's really not funny. He's an old man.
He's an old man,
up the stairs. So it's not funny, but it's just like, it's our president.
Right. There he is.
There he is. I mean, at least Bush laughed at himself when he was being silly.
Yeah.
Sometimes he got a kick out of himself. So I don't know. Yeah. What do you think about if Trump run again for 20?
No, I don't know. That's years away.
I think he might run again.
I don't know. You see.
Yeah. But yeah, so it's been some interesting stuff going on. We saw the Lamar Odom versus Aaron Carter.
It was a celebrity boxing match. Right.
Why is this happening?
Why? Because people need something to see. I remember back in the day, celebrity boxing's been around for a long time. There was one I remember. It was like Joey Buttafuoco and Tanya Harding. They had a boxing match against each other. Like, they've been doing that forever.
I know, but
and it's
just
always
a
like
weird one.
it's the bottom of the it's people you don't even know about anymore. Like
Lamar Odom and
that's,
Aaron Carter.
That's what they're doing right now.
Do you know how ridiculous Lamar Odom fighting Aaron Carter
Well, the same
is?
with Joey Buttafuoco and Tanya Harding.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it's ridiculous. It's just gives people something to watch.
What did you think about their match?
It was ridiculous. Oh my God. It was ridiculous. The most ridiculous thing about it. So, okay, what's the dude's name?
Lamar Odom?
Yeah, is he still in the NBA?
No.
He's
he
a
was
former NBA player?
Former NBA player. He was with Khloe Kardashian, and then he started smoking crack, and then he almost died. Almost OD'd.
He was in a brothel of some sort, and then he smoked crack, and then he had a heart attack, I believe. Right?
And yeah, he was all fucked up for a little bit, and he back on his feet now, but obviously he's not gonna play basketball no more because he's smoking the crack.
Right. Well.
Yeah.
And then Aaron Carter. Aaron Carter is the younger of the Carter brothers. One of them is Nick Carter. He's from NSYNC.
Yeah.
And Aaron Carter, he was a solo man there for a little bit.
Aaron Carter is Nick Carter's brother,
Carter's
but
younger brother.
He was a popular kid back in the day, like early 2000s. He got popular.
Yeah, he was a good solo man. Like, he had a couple albums.
Solo child.
Yeah, solo child, and you can see him featured in the movie I Want Someone to Eat Cheese With, starring Jeff Garland and Sarah Silverman.
I didn't even know about that.
And Gina Gershon.
I didn't know he was in that. I didn't even know he did any movies or stuff.
Oh, he's just in it for a little bit, but he is now also suspected to be a drug man and face tattooed and has an OnlyFans account where he does lewd things, I believe. So 2 winners.
Oh my God, it's so bad.
There ain't no
It was
losers
so
in that
bad.
match, Carmen.
Well, Lamar Odom is like 6'5", and then Aaron Carter is like 5'5". Like it was
Yeah.
a spectacle.
So Aaron Carter was probably the most popular when he would, what would you say, 16, 18?
No. Aaron
14?
Carter was the most popular when he was like 12.
12, you would
13.
say?
He was a kid.
I feel
star.
like he was like older than when Bieber hit, you know?
Well, Justin Bieber was 10 when he hit.
Right.
Aaron Carter was a little older than that, but he still was young.
So he was in the same bunch as like the Britney Spears and he was like the class after.
The class after Britney
Right.
Spears, yeah, because I would say Nick Carter was in the same classes.
Right.
Nick Carter and Justin Timberlake, Britney Spears, they was all on the Mickey Mouse Club. They were all in the same.
Right.
And Ryan Gosling.
Yeah.
They're all in there together. And then after that would have came the Aaron Carters and Amanda Bynes and like all those young
Hilary Duffs.
Disney stars, the Hillary Duffs, and like all those young kids that came after them. Yeah.
Even Stevens.
Lil Bow Wow.
Okay.
Lil Romeo. They was all in there.
So it looks like he hadn't grown since then compared to, what's the guy's name?
Lamar Odom.
Lamar Odom. I feel like that's a different person.
Who?
Lamar Odom. I feel like I know a
basketball
different
player.
Lamar Odom.
No, no one knows the
I
different.
feel like I
Lamar
know
Odom.
a different one.
No, he's just a basketball player. He was popular. He was a good. I mean, he's tall, so yeah, he did okay. Like you fucking that tall, you should do okay if you got any type of coordination in your feet. Should be decent. But yeah, he people say he got with the Kardashians, and then that was it.
That's the thing. You get with a Kardashian and
And
you go
destroy,
crazy.
Right.
Yeah.
So he was just one of the guys who, I think he was smoking crack before he got with her. To be
Yeah.
honest with you,
Well, which one was it? Chloe?
yeah,
The one, and she had a DUI around that time too, I believe. Right?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think she did.
Maybe I'm not sure.
That's why
but-
she got kicked off Celebrity Apprentice.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I just was she on Celebrity Apprentice? She might have been.
Was it Chloe? Which one's the
The oldest one is Courtney.
Courtney? No, it wasn't Courtney. Courtney's the young one.
She's the oldest one.
All right, then it was Chloe.
Right. Chloe is the biggest, but the youngest.
Yeah, it was
Right.
Chloe. It's Courtney. It doesn't
You
matter.
don't know who
I don't
is
care
who.
who
You
it
don't
is.
know who it is.
Move on. What's on to the next one?
Why you just get the Kardashians mixed up like that? People
Because
not
it
gonna
doesn't-
like that.
No, it doesn't matter.
You lucky we ain't got a million fans watching because your ass would be in trouble right now messing up the Kardashians like that. That's so fucking
I think
funny.
I'd get by. I don't think that anybody cares that much.
I think a lot of people do care.
Okay. Well, they don't need to know who I am anyway.
I also been watching Honey Boo Boo from Not to Hot.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like that show. I don't know why. It's a train wreck that I watch.
Yeah.
Like they on the show right now, they're talking about all these little things. Like they got her getting tested. She probably about what 13, 14. She's still young. She was a kid when she came out, a little kid. And like, well, you need to go get checked for diabetes. And she like, what the fuck?
I like how what was Honey Boo Boo's show called?
Honey Boo Boo.
It wasn't. She didn't start off as like the queen pageant.
She was, but she was in.
Wasn't she like on like a show with a bunch of like pageant kids, and then she got her own show.
I think so. I think she started off, yeah.
And then I remember it was 2017 was the time that From Not to Hot was coming out, and Honey Boo Boo's mother had lost a bunch of weight. And
I mean, well, the thing is, with this whole situation, she's a kid. You only can keep that up for so long with a child where you got a show going like that. She's in pageants. Okay, she's not really doing pageants anymore. So like in order to keep it up, you had to change it. So they changed it from Not to Hot, which is typically.
but it
which
was
is-
about the mother.
It's about the mother because the mom is the train wreck. She's the one that's interesting to watch at this point. Like you're only gonna watch a little kid in a pageant for so long, and it's like the mom is gold. We got to give her. We got to put the show. So it's the mom's show technically, but the daughter is still.
And she's been going. The mother has been progressively sliding downhill
Yeah,
every year.
yeah.
Yeah,
She went blind and everything. She out of control.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
Why give it your time?
I don't know. It's just good TV, I guess. I watch a lot of reality shows, though, Kirk. So I'm into the reality game. You're not into it as much.
No, I don't like it.
We tried to watch Lego Masters yesterday.
Yeah. I knew it was going to be a mistake from the beginning.
Like, oh my God. I thought it was going to be so cool and it wasn't.
And so, yeah, we were debating on what to see. We had completed the Ink Masters. And
No, we haven't completed.
we've completed what we can stream of the Ink Masters.
No, we don't watch it tonight.
Okay. And then she was like, oh, that's why you had brought it up a few times, Lego Masters. And then you saw the guy that hosted it, Will Arnett, and you're like, why is he hosting it? And I was like, well, that's Lego Batman. Like, it was a big movie, Lego Batman.
I don't like him.
Okay, well, he was on there, and then you're like, we didn't even get to see who got eliminated the week on the first episode. You're like, I had enough of this. I was like, oh, okay, no more Lego Masters, and I was filled with a sigh of relief.
Yeah, I was like, oh man, I can't watch this no more. So we gotta find a new show to watch. I feel like we gotta finish the Ink Master for sure because it's only 2 more seasons on there, so we gotta finish it. But we attempted to watch In the Heights.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how I feel about that either.
Yeah, In the Heights. In the Heights.
It's a musical.
We tried to watch In the Heights, but then whenever people were talking like this, you made me turn it off again. Right?
They're singing,
In the Heights.
They're singing the whole movie.
Yeah,
it's a musical. I hate that shit.
There's something about a musical where there's like scenes, and then people break out into song and dance. But In the Heights, you never got a break from the music. We saw.
No, they just sung the whole.
They
sung the whole movie, and it was like I can't watch this.
Well, the whole 5 minutes that we saw.
Yeah, I can't watch it.
It was like so. In the Heights. Phones up or phones down?
Phones up.
Yeah, charge the phone and turn something else on. Right?
Well, you wanted to talk about In the Heights because the Brass Teapot.
Yeah.
Is that the restaurant that you saw? The store?
Huh?
The store, when we were watching In the Heights, he was like, that's in such and such. He said, that's in Venice. Or it was the store or something on In the Heights. And
no. In the Heights takes place in New York.
That's what I thought. I'm sorry. I'm off on that.
The Brass Teapot was a movie that I had watched this weekend.
Oh, sorry. Getting it mixed up.
Yeah. And it's about this couple that gets a brass teapot.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Okay, that was a little cute.
And it was a cute, fun little movie. Kind of old. It's on Amazon Prime right now. Mm-hmm. You can watch it. I give that a phones down. It was great. I loved it.
That was a cute one. And then we also watched that little Disney kid movie.
Luca.
That was cute too.
Yeah, you got the cat in there, and he's like looking at the people.
Cat with the mustache.
Because Luca's about a sea monster that can, like, when he goes on land and
they're like little boy mermaids pretty much, and then when they go on land, they're normal kids, but they're actually sea monsters.
So then they'll get wet, and they have to and they'll have like spots of like their sea monsterism. Mm-hmm. And
it's a really cute movie.
Yeah, it's cute.
I like that one. I really enjoyed that one, actually. It was super fun. Some of the animated movies be really cool. Mm-hmm. I don't really get into animation stuff too much, but sometimes I'll see something you watching and I can't turn away. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, oh, that's actually pretty cute.
Yeah, I think I was watching Coco, and that dog, we talked about it with Barnsey last time we talked with Barnsey. About how you saw the dog, and then you were like, you sat on the little guy, and you're like, well, you had your Schmeagle eyes going. You're like, I like dogs. I was like, okay, she likes dogs.
I know Kirk been trying to get us to get a dog for a while, and I think he gave up on it. I want a dog eventually. I just want to be settled somewhere else before we get one. And also, I don't know, man. You have a dog that you get attached to, and then it dies, and it's like your kid just died, and it's just so sad, and that's why I don't want to go through that again.
Right.
That's the biggest thing.
And I think I'm allergic, to be honest.
I know.
Because
Why you
last
trying to
time-
push for a dog and you might
Because
even
I know that it's something that you would enjoy.
Yeah, but see, so Kirk has this thing that he does. He likes to get things for me, but then he doesn't like them himself. So like he bought me incense, and he's like, "Oh, they fucking stink." So so he don't want me to use the incense.
I don't never say don't use the incense.
He don't use them, but he'd be like, "Oh, it stinks in here."
It does. It smells bad. Well, you used up the incense that I got you.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Now, let's say what happened. You used up the incense that I got you because I got you some nice sandalwood sticks. Right.
I like more than sandalwood though.
And then you got these little triangle things, the triangle incense, and there's like a million colors, and they all smell horrible. They smell horrible. They don't smell fruity. They just smell like burnt. Always, right? And it just smells.
They
burnt.
smell like if it's a lime green, it smells like burnt lime green.
And they came with like this little tiny dish that holds the cone, right? Well, the dish is gone. Something happened to the dish, and so now you burn them on like coins.
I'll put 2 coins together and sit them there,
Right.
and I'll put the triangle on top of the coins and burn them that way.
Right.
Yeah.
And so then there's coins in the house that have burn marks on them.
Yeah, well,
I know, but it progresses into something else. It's like,
Kirk,
so I wouldn't
gross.
mind if you were burning the sandalwood incense that I had gotten you.
Yeah, right.
But it's
You don't like
done.
those either.
But those sandalwood's done.
I'm gonna get some more then.
And then you're afraid to open up the windows because the bugs are gonna come in, right? So you can't air out the thing. It's just stuffy in here. Just you don't realize what it's gonna happen until it's already happening, and you're like, oh no, why did I do this?
I mean, I'm fine with them. And you more so like, oh, those gross ass incense. But maybe I'll get some more sandalwood ones.
Right. I don't mind the sandalwood.
All right. Well, then we got a microwave. You bought me a microwave.
Right.
And Kirk says the microwave cooks his brain. So he doesn't want me to use the microwave for too long.
Like the first time you use it, and probably just something in my head. Dun, dun, dun. And it felt like I was getting cooked.
You're like, it's cooking my brain. I can't do it to
my brain. I
myself.
was
He
getting,
buys
like, a
me a
headache.
microwave, but then I only can use it for 25 seconds. Then he's like, my brain is being cooked. I'm like, well, boy, my food need to be hot.
food
So
need to
I
be
got
hot, yeah.
I'd have this thing on in 5 minutes.
Yeah, and I didn't really shop around for the microwave. It was a Christmas gift for you. I didn't really shop around for it. Didn't look for the, I didn't compare. I didn't. I just saw a microwave and I got it, and it's a low wattage microwave, so it takes forever to cook. And I'm like,
I don't feel like it's that bad.
and it's too small. None of our plates fit in it, so you got to find things that'll fit in there.
Okay, it's not the best microwave for sure, but you know what? It works for me.
It is a microwave.
I'm pretty simple.
It was enough of the big it was a ticket item, right? It's something that you saw on Christmas Day and you're like, a microwave,
Yeah, it's
And then-
nice. I'm fine with it. Like I'm a pretty simple gal,
Right.
so I'm not like, man, we should get a better microwave.
Right.
I'm like, we
Because
already
I've-
got it. Make it work.
I've offered to get a better one, but
Yeah, we already have it. Let's make it work. So I don't know. Pretty simple. What else you got?
I'm all good.
All right. Well, thank you guys for listening to the Sweet Gravy Podcast. Again, if you have any questions or suggestions, please go to sweetgravypod@gmail.com. Also, you can listen to us on YouTube, watch us on YouTube, and then listen to us on every other streaming platform. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.